My dear friends in the risen Christ, in 1920s, there arose a great persecution over the Church of Mexico by the rulers of that time. People were simply tortured and were chased away only because they were Christians. These Christians fled to the forest and were living hidingly in groups. Once it so happened that when a priest was celebrating the Holy Mass with his group of people in the forest, hidingly, quietly, unfortunately, they were surrounded by a troop of military forces with guns in their hands, ready to shoot them. And the priest and the people knew that they were going to die. They didn't beg for their lives to be saved, but they said, "We are now ready. We have no fear. We are ready to face death. But please give us some times for the Holy Mass to be over. Then you can go ahead to kill us." Yes, my dear friends. On the one hand, they were about to face pain, suffering, and death because of holding on to their faith in Christ. But on the other hand, they also believed that the Holy Eucharist, the most holy body and blood of Christ, will give them enough of strength and courage to face their death boldly. In today's Gospel reading, we see the disciples on the road to Emmaus. They failed to recognize the presence of the risen Christ. They only recognized the Lord in the breaking of the bread, in the breaking of the Holy Eucharist. There they gained their strength, their courage, and boldly they went out proclaiming the risen Christ all throughout the world. What about us who are called as Christians, the followers of the risen Christ? Does the receiving of the most holy body and blood of Christ in the Eucharist enable us to be the powerful witness of the risen Christ in our own places and in our own times? Let us reflect. Amen.